If it ain't across the board, it ain't fucking shit. We don't give a fuck if you're not able to really excel in all areas. The man who's got money, but he's got tits and he's soft. The man who spends all his time in the gym, but he can't afford, he can't understand how to monetize any of his knowledge. I mean, I was just watching a video on Instagram. A bunch of entrepreneurs who are sitting there smoking cigars, drinking alcohol, having a house party like they're a bunch of fucking 17-year-olds. What the fuck is this shit? Since when did any of these things that I'm saying men are in deficit of, since when did any of these things not cause you regret? There's no way you wake up with tits, a soft, fat bitch, and not realize that you regret what you've done to yourself. There's not one time you drink, do drugs, stay up all night, and not regret it. And when you've spent your whole life in a certain area, like training, I mean, any type of career, and you haven't excelled to the top where you're one of the highest breadwinners in your field, there's no fucking way you don't regret it. And I've told you guys, regret's your guideline. So what's keeping you from it? It's fear. There's no way that it's anything but fear. You won't start another workout program and start going to the gym because you're afraid you'll fucking quit again, you soft ass bitch. You won't go learn from somebody how to make money and monetize your knowledge because you're afraid you're going to spend your 3 or 10 or 20,000 and not get anything from it. Oh my God. Do you know how many millions I've spent to make how much money I have today? My success today. How many millions I've invested in this? I mean, it's got to be at least 15 or 20 million now I've invested in my knowledge, my shit, my brand to be where I'm at today. And you won't invest 20 grand, but you want to make millions. And then the vices. What the fuck is that about? These guys look like a bunch of 17-year-old frat fucks. Just like, oh yeah, look at me smoke my cigar, I'm drinking, we're all together enjoying this party. You guys are 45. What the fuck? You don't see anything wrong with this? Like, that was almost acceptable when we were early 20s, late teens, like some fucking idiots. There's nothing that's ever going to fulfill you if it's not part of your purpose. Everything you're drawn to is inseparably connected to your purpose. And the thing is you guys do the wrong thing. You bend for your family. You bend for the people around you. You bend for you. I don't bend for my purpose at all. And want to know what ends up happening? Everything else bends towards my purpose. And it may look bad at the start or during some situations, but it all comes back around. People see some stuff happening in my life and they're like, oh, look, I told you he was wrong. No, it's all part of the plan. I just have faith that there's bigger, better, there's more, that wasn't for me. Anything that's not in your life that is not drawn to you when you're living in alignment is not for you. So let's just say I'm in perfect alignment with my purpose and people around me aren't. And I'm continually having to take away from my purpose to chase these people. And they're not coming to you. They're not on your path. Do you get it? I know it may hurt, but that's why I'm never hurt, because I report above. I never miss what I've lost. I always give love to the time it existed and the future that I'm walking into. Always. Even if it doesn't work with the people I love the most. Because that's what life's about. It's about truly facing the hardest shit and proving you can still operate from unconditional love. Most people don't realize they're so conditional, they're so selfish, that when they don't get their way, they lash out on the world. They lash out on everybody. They lash out on the people that they think took themselves out of the universe, God, took people out of your lives. Not the people, not you. It wasn't even your choice. If you stayed in alignment and you just elevated past people, that's what it was. They were supposed to come with you. You're never supposed to bend and follow them. Ever. I'll never do it. No matter how lonely the road is I walk. But guess what happens? In due time, when you don't break character, they start to come back. They know they were going towards lesser energy sources. And it's happening right now. They're coming back. Everybody's coming back. They start to drift towards the sensory environment and how it affects the way they feel. But then they get around that lesser frequency and they're like, this isn't the truth at all. This is incorrect. Then they come back. It's a learning lesson for most, but not for the man who's walked the path forever. And I'm talking about the online space. I feel people drift when they hear certain things or they follow negative outlets that preach an opposite message than what we have here. Because a lot of people preach that the drinking is cool. A lot of people preach that discipline isn't needed. A lot of people preach the opposite of me. And people drift over there because it's attractive. And they're like, yeah, this is attractive. I'm going to follow this. And they get over there, but they had been living with me. They get over to that other place and they're like, whoa, this is horrendous. Like, and it multiplies how they feel about what we were doing here. I love you guys. If you drift and you go off, we won't chase you. We'll be here doing what we do. You'll go over there. You'll see that operating at a lower frequency by choosing to do less and be less is taking away from you. And you'll be back. Just realize you don't have to have an ego about coming back. We'll freely take you. I love you guys. Stay focused and be drawn to what the truth is, which is the more difficult path. It's never the easy one. Let's go.